Emotional outbursts, Russell Crowe, transition. His latest movie, 3:10 to Yuma, is in theaters now, but for its star, Russell Crowe, anytime's a good time to give the Australian rugby team he owns a motivational edge. Recently, that's meant calling on the Council of College Football coach, who's benefited from Crowe's friendship and Cinderella Man star power both on screen and off. Chris Conley explains the connection between an embattled coach and an emotional star.
Michigan's September 15th game against Notre Dame brought an unusual sight to Ann Arbor. No, not just a victory for the Wolverines.
Touchdown, Michigan!
But the appearance at Coach Lloyd Carr's post-game press conference with Academy Award-winning actor Russell Crowe.
I could sense through what I was watching on TV that my friend was in a bit of pain, so I thought I'd just sort of take his mind off things and gave him a call and started teasing him about it. And he said, "Get up here."
Russell Crowe's show of support for the embattled coach is only the latest manifestation of what has become an unlikely friendship.
Well, I want to have a couple of beers with Lloyd.
The roots of Crowe and Carr's relationship go back to last season, when Carr sought to erase his team's memories of a disappointing 2005 campaign by showing them scenes each week from Crowe's Cinderella Man, the inspirational story of Depression-era boxer Jim Braddock.
When I read of the context that he was using, it occurred to me that he was a particularly intuitively intelligent man. So I just felt like giving him a call one day.
Crowe had a professional interest as well, as the new owner of an underachieving team in Australia's National Rugby League, the South Sydney Rabbitohs.
It just occurred to me that perhaps somebody of Lloyd's experience might be able to help my guys, particularly my young coach in his first full year of being a first-grade coach, just see things from a wider perspective.
So Crowe invited Carr to come to Australia in March to spend time talking to the Rabbitohs. Carr admitted knowing less than zero about rugby, but it was his overall approach that made the biggest impact on their young coach, Jason Taylor.
Well, my impression after the visit was it was one of the greatest things that we've had happen this year, particularly for myself. It was just so great to spend time with Lloyd and just talk to him about his philosophies on football.
At Crowe's behest, Carr addressed the Rabbitohs one day after training, drawing from a lifetime of motivating young athletes to perform.
Several years ago, I was in New York with the New York Giants, and up on the wall it said this. It said three things, three lines. Blame no one, expect nothing, do something. And you know, as I thought about those over the next 5 or 6 years, that became my definition of the kind of attitude I want our team to have.
Apparently, the speech worked. The Rabbitohs were 4-4 when Carr came to visit. With his message on their locker room wall, the Rabbitohs wound up making the NRL playoffs, the first time in 18 years, validating Russell Crowe's belief in the insights of the Michigan coach.
If I was in the situation where he was my coach, I would fight to the death for a guy like Lloyd Carr. You know, he's just, he has a way, I think, of instilling a confidence in you. He has a certain understanding of the athlete's mindset, I think, is required to bring the best out in young men. He's a great leader.